Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Pricing Bullet. And today, given that the market is in a very interesting position and we're kind of starting to see some green shoots, we at Everest Group personally, we believe that the market has bottomed out and we're starting to see some green shoots. So, with that context, wanted to sort of invite my colleague Rohan to talk a bit more about the pricing trends we've observed in the cloud and infrastructure services market over the last 12 to 15 months. So, Rohan, what would you say have prices really dipped, or are they continuing to have some momentum like we saw in 2022?
Thanks, Vicky. Yes, absolutely. The pricing has dipped, and looking at the current economic climate, that is fairly expected. It's a buyer's market. So yes, the pricing has dipped. And this is across North America, Western Europe, Asia Pacific, globally, that I say. So what we have seen is in the traditional services of cloud infrastructure, there's been a dip of around 1.5%, which is expected in this climate. Similarly, and these traditional services I talk about, storage, servers, network management, those kind of roles, we see a dip there. Similarly, when it comes to next gen skills, no longer are they growing at 5 to 6% that these prices were growing in 2022-23. Now they are pretty much a flattish kind of a trend, a 1.5% to 2.5%, 3% growth in some of these niche skills like cybersecurity, SRE, DevOps. That has happened. And we expect, in the next 6 to 8 months, this is further going to slow down. So that is what we are seeing. And this is across both, you consider FT or you consider IU benchmarks. The trend is pretty much similar and is expected to be. You might find some of the pockets like Mexico, Poland, where the trend might be reversed, and that is due to some supply demand pressures, as well as in Mexico, the currency is strengthening. So you might find the trends being a little different there. But overall in the globe, you will find a downturn there in the prices.
Great. Thank you so much for that perspective.